Oh, this is good. Just when you think it don't get any better, they pull out the ice cream. Oh, yeah, you got the dessert sitting next to you, but also they pull out the ice cream. You got the little ice cream on top. Oh, this is good. Oh, ice, baby. Ice, baby.
Border Patrol agents are making arrests. Illegal immigrants that I don't know if they were at this press conference, if they were in the area, but this is a very, as John put it when we first saw this video, a very in-your-face way to let, Democrats know that you are going to do your job, that you're going to carry out these Trump policies. Can you just respond to this video that we're watching right now?
Yeah, every single one of our ICE and Border Patrol operations is built on information, on investigative work. It's a case and an operation that has been planned because of who they think could be in that area. And
want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey. Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. And you try to we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
You just can't make this up.
Wake up, America. Wake up. You will not have a country if he rigs this election. You will have a president who will be running for a third term. Mark my word. I wasn't exaggerating when I said that I received in the mail a Trump 2028 hat from one of his biggest supporters. These guys are not screwing around. The rules do not apply to him. The most corrupt president in history. He doesn't believe in free enterprise, crony capitalism. He is wrecking this country, wrecking the economy. He's a lawless president. Wake up, America. Wake up to what's going on.
They say barely nobody showed up. Gavin Newsom is about as popular as a toenail fungus. I'm just reading what this post says. You just can't make this up. I tell you, boy. This was good. I didn't think it was going to be this good. And now they saying that Trump sent Gavin Newsom the 2028 hat. But you know how all the people say all kind of stuff. But a full-blown meltdown. This is good. And the fella behind him's holding the Defend Democracy sign. Our sweet apple pie democracy. He's standing next to Miss Maxine Waters. They ought to put that swamp creature in handcuffs right now. We need term limits and handcuffs. They should have been put that heifer in handcuffs long time ago. And put a wig in handcuffs too. Yeah, lock that wig up too. But Greasy Gavin. Where'd all the money go, huh? Where did all the money go, Greasy Gavin? We seen a receipt of you spending money on hair gel. Oh, hell. Spent all the money on hair gel, huh? What about the fire victims? They didn't get a dime. It's a complete dumpster fire down there. Y'all running everybody out of there. And ask me how I know. I'm over here in Texas. I say, hey, where did y'all come from? California? We had to get out of there. I said, man. I tell you, I get the same responses. It's either New York, New Jersey, California. I mean, people are just leaving these places, man. You Democrats, incompetent leadership, no common sense, and the only messaging that you have is Trump, 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 Trump. And now they're running this whole little, Trump is stealing, rigging, he's cheating. But when Democrats do it, not a peep. Not a peep. Yeah. America's back. The scam is over. Yeah, buddy. This is good, though.
Well, I think it's pretty sick and pathetic. And it just said everything you need to know, the setting that we're under. That they chose the time, manner, and place to send their district director outside right when we're about to have this press conference. Said everything you know about Donald Trump's America. And that was top down. You know that for a fact. They'll deny it, I'm sure. Maybe they won't deny it. Said everything you know about the authoritarian tendencies of the President of the United States. I said it a moment ago, wake up, America. Wake up. You will not have a country if he rigs this election. You will have a president who will be running for a third term. Mark my word.
I just really can't believe he said that. But, we know the gaslighting, the fear mongering. the Trump derangement syndrome, you know, the same propaganda, the same rhetoric, the same crap. It's just, they run off the same script. Wake up, America, wake up. When we know we don't have to debunk this. We don't even have to waste our time debunking this. We don't. Let's just move on. We don't have to waste time with Greasy Gavin. You know, this is one reason why his approval rating is at an all-time low as well. This post here hit it right on the nail. Gavin Newsom has rigged California elections in every way possible. Requiring ID to vote is illegal. Universal mail-in ballots are the easiest way to commit fraud. The DMV automatically register people to vote. Ballot harvesting is legal. They made it illegal to hand count ballots. There's no set limit, no set time limit for how long polling stations have to count the voters. Now he stands in front of a camera with all the worst California Democrats standing behind him and tells you that democracy depends on him rigging California elections even further.
I mean, what is the end game? Do you feel like you can win this?
We got to win. I mean, democracy's counting on us. I mean, the founding fathers not live and die to see this moment. And so there's just too much at stake. And
look, and majority of them ought to be put in handcuffs. There ought to be a full blown rate of people being arrested right in this picture right here. Look at Shifty Shift. I tell you, look at brother Head and Shoulders. Just beautiful. ICE arresting illegals outside of Gavin Newsom's press conference. I mean, just when you think it don't get any better.
Arrived just outside of the downtown LA venue where Governor Gavin Newsom was actually holding a press conference today. And it appears that those Border Patrol agents are making arrests, illegal immigrants that I don't know if they were at this press conference, if they were in the area, but this is a very, as John put it when we first saw this video, a very in-your-face way to let, you know, Democrats know that you are going to do your job, that you're going to carry out these Trump policies. Can you just respond to this video that we're watching right now? Arrived just.
I mean, man, such a beautiful thing seeing everybody go at the Gavin Newsom on the internet again, humiliating. At one of his rallies, nobody showed up. You know, to somebody to do a wellness check on Gavin Newsom. I don't think he's well. Trump. Yeah, and this picture should be for a lot of people. A lot of people with Trump derangement syndrome. You know, they think the world's ending, you know, unpresidential, unconstitutional, Hitler, dictator, threat to democracy. Our sweet democracy is under attack. You know, Trump. You know, I'll tell you, man, they got you. They got you good. You don't know what to believe, can't think for yourself. Y'all turned on the fake news media. Now, there's been some of y'all that came back and understand, you know, and you start to think for yourself. And it's done with all the lies, the misinformation, the fear-mongering, the gaslighting, you know, the media. You say the hell with the media and you turn your TV off. There's been people that just has gotten to that point that are liberals and Democrats. And tons of those have turned into independents or even Trump voters, Trump supporters. You know, but people have had enough of Gavin Newsom and these Democrats, you know. And with all the crime going on right now of gerrymandering, put some Jerry Jam on it, you know. Texas Democrats, what a disgrace. Everybody ought to be fired and walked out in handcuffs, you know. Because if we don't show up to the job, we fired. You know. The hell with you politicians. Y'all ain't no different than anybody else. I say the hell with you. You know. And let's pull up the map and put the map up on the wall. Let's all take a good look at the map. You know. When y'all do something not a peep. And then once they do something, it's Trump and these Republicans. They cheating, stealing, rigging, and it's about they're trying to make everything white again. White people, they don't like the brown and the black. You know, they don't want us brothers and sisters of color. You know, it's a race car thing with them. I tell you, man, something is wrong with y'all. You know, and this is why so many people are waking up to what's going on. And they're not eating the bait anymore. They're not. You know, they're not eating the bait anymore. Gavin says Trump's election rigging comes to an end. California won't stand by and watch Trump burn it down. We're calling a special election to redraw our congressional map and defend our fair representation. This is a 5-alarm fire for democracy.
In a midterm. He knows the headwinds in a midterm. And rules with.
I tell you, boy. And then practically nobody shows up for Gavin Newsom's Liberation Day rally today where he was bashing Trump. I tell you, boy. You just can't make this up. But this is my favorite part of today's show. You know, of ICE showed up at Gavin Newsom's press conference and just started arresting illegal aliens. This was beautiful.
Now we're here making Los Angeles a safer place since we won't have politicians. We do that ourselves. So that's what we're here today.
Did the officers, one of the agents say, what did he say? Since we don't have politicians doing that, we'll just have to do it ourselves. Wait, what? This is good, man. This is good, man. People are sick of this crap. People are sick of this incompetent leadership, all this, you know, y'all running everybody out of there, you know. And does he really think he could be president? Does he really think he could be president? I mean, man. Boy.
Woman on the
But Scott Jennings once again keeping CNN lights on. And he exposes Gavin Newsom's whole speech in one sentence. Check this out.
Woman on the
let me summarize Gavin Newsom's speech today. Gerrymandering is evil. Please vote for my gerrymandering. Of course, he failed to mention that it's already gerrymandered. Republicans get 40% of the vote in California. They have 17% of the congressional seats under a supposed independent redistricting commission. So we're going to further gerrymander the gerrymandering.
By that standard, Scott, Texas is also gerrymandered. So
you want to keep going? How about Illinois?
But here's the issue. I readily concede it. On a regular census, the legislature there gerrymandered Illinois. That's
you know, you just can't make this up, man.
For help. And do you want to check this out? I just watched an elderly couple, husband and wife, ranchers in California, praying to God for help. And do you want to know why? It's because the state cut off their fucking water. No water means no cattle. No cattle means no business. And for these people and thousands of people just like them, it means the end of generations of work, of tradition, of survival. And here's the part that they don't want to talk about. They want you to believe this is all about climate change and saving the environment. Give me a fucking break. This isn't about the salmon that they're claiming are going to benefit from diverting that water. That water that they're diverting, it doesn't go to some life-saving environmental cause. It gets dumped into the fucking ocean instead of keeping it on the land to feed families, to water livestock, and to grow food for America. This isn't an accident. This is a strategy. They're funneling the masses into a box and they're tightening the corral. That's what's happening. Cutting off the food supply, making ranchers, farmers, and you dependent on the state. Because independent producers, you know, people who can feed themselves and their communities, they're hard to control. Look at what they did to the Amish. So they destroy them piece by piece, law by law, policy by policy. And if you think this is a fucking game, you're right. It's a game and they're in control. It's time for people to stand up. And while these generational ranches collapse, the media continues to sell you the lie that this is all for the greater good. It's all for the benefit of the planet. It's not. It's tyranny. And it's happening in real time, with half the country applauding it like trained fucking seals. Look, I'm a rancher. I produce beef. I can tell you firsthand that water is life or death on a ranch. You can't just make do without it. It doesn't work like that. And once it's gone, so is everything else. You think animals can survive without water for days on end? Give me a fucking break. What are these people gonna do? Just sit by and watch their animals die? If you think this is only happening in California, wake the fuck up. Do you think this won't reach your table? Think again. This is about control. And when the food is gone, you'll do whatever they say to get it back. And here's the thing. This is the part that got lost on so many of us. A society of strong men would never have allowed this shit to take place. And that's why they came after us first. This is why they spent decades weakening men, destroying families, mocking tradition, making us out to be the bad people. Because they knew a weak, dependent population is easy to rule. This is the collapse of everything that made America strong. You're watching it in real time. And it's not coming someday. It's here. It's happening. Wake the fuck up.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Man, it says, I just researched and this is true. You know how Gavin Newsom is shutting the water off for farmers right now? The water isn't going to some environmental agriculture project. It's being dumped back into the ocean. You do not hate California Democrats enough. Oh boy. You know. It says update, Gavin Newsom is still withholding water from California farmers.
We're here in Potter Valley. I'm a 4th generation pear grower. Last week, PG&E and FERC, without warning, decided to shut off the water to Potter Valley. I was in the middle of a pre-harvest irrigation to get my fruit up to marketable size. Within 1 year without water, these 110-year-old trees will no longer survive. They were planted with my great-grandfather, my grandfather, my father took over the ranch from him, and now I've taken it over and would like to hand it down to my children. If PG&E takes away the water from Potter Valley, my family farms will disappear. Shutting off the water prior to harvest made it a very difficult time for us. We're being informed right now that we may not be able to have a post-harvest irrigation. Pears, grapes, hay, sheep, cattle, other farm land will cease to exist.
Well, going down some rabbit holes, aren't we? But told you. A lot of corruption down there. A lot of rabbit holes go down with these corrupt Democrats, especially in California. You know, especially in California. And all they can say right now, their messaging is Trump, 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 Trump. You know. But this was the highlight. This and the ICE agents arresting illegal aliens outside of this press conference.
About the fact that we're affirming our independent commission and we're calling for a national independent commission as well. Well, I think it's pretty sick and pathetic. And it just said everything you need to know, the setting that we're under. That they chose the time, manner, and place to send their district director outside right when we're about to have this press conference. It said everything you know about Donald Trump's America. And that was top down. You know that for a fact. They'll deny it, I'm sure. Maybe they won't deny it. It said everything you know about the authoritarian tendencies of the President of the United States. I said in a moment ago, wake up, America. Wake up. You will not have a country if he rigs this election. You will have a president who will be running for a 3rd term. Mark my word. I wasn't exaggerating when I said that I received in the mail a Trump 2028 hat from one of his biggest supporters. These guys are not screwing around. The rules do not apply to him. The most corrupt president in history. He doesn't believe in free enterprise, crony capitalism. He is wrecking this country, wrecking the economy. It's a lawless president. Wake up, America. Wake up to what's going on.